Hey, good afternoon. My name is Tom Stark. I'm also known as the Organic Retiree, and thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I was thinking about something earlier today, and the first thought was, what am I doing? How do I evaluate 2017? How do I get ready and prepare for 2018? And then all of a sudden, I started thinking about my children. And the digression was very interesting because what that led me to was this. My kids, when they were in elementary school, were taught to stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. It was a way to protect yourself in the case of fire. It was a way to protect yourself in case of that type of danger. Stop, drop, and roll. So how does that apply now? In looking at my goals from 2017, there were some things that I accomplished. There were some things that I didn't accomplish. The ones that I did, I really celebrated. The ones that I didn't, it's like, oh, I don't know. I'm kind of, worried about that or, wondering, kind of beating myself up a little bit. And then it occurred to me, now, wait a minute. There's certain things that I need to stop, I need to drop them, and then roll into 2018. The past is past. I can't change. You can't change anything that happened before. All we can do is control what moves ahead and what lies ahead, and so we have to move into that place. There were 10 things that I thought about that I came to, and what I want to do is drop those 10 things. I want to move into a better place. The first thing of those is the need to drop that sense of entitlement. I think we all fall into it. We feel like we deserve certain things. We want certain things, and it should just come easier. And sometimes it really doesn't. You really have to work. You really have to apply. So it's great to have a vision board. It's great to have goals for the future. But sometimes we want everything now. And what we have to do is stop that sense of entitlement, because if that's where it's coming from, all it's going to do is lead us to frustration, and lead us to angst, lead us to anger, lead us to doubt. And we don't want that. We've got to give up that sense of entitlement to move into a better place. The second thing is to de-stress. And what do I mean by that? De-stress. Take those things out of your life. Take the worry out of your life for those things that we can't control anyway. The stock market's going to do what it does. Government and politics are going to do what they do, whether we're involved with it or not. It doesn't matter. Those kind of things in our lives are simply going to happen. They're going to occur, and we can get lost in that. We can get lost in the stress of the moment. We can get lost in the anxiety of everything. When we do that, though, it takes us off our game. It takes us away from the focus that we want to have and need to have for those things that lay before us. So de-stress. Take that stuff away from you, take it out of the equation, and simply focus on where you need to go. Focus on those things that you've set out to do. The third thing is drop the negativity. It's a big one, right? It's so easy for people to become negative. So ask others, what do you think? What is your persona, or what is your perception of me? Am I a positive person? Am I a negative person? But ask yourself the same question. Are you positive? Are you negative? Because I'm telling you, in the world of the law of attraction, the more we stay into that negative place, the more that's what we attract around us. And if we are like the 5 people in this world who we spend the most time with, and we stay in that place of negativity, then we are going to be placing ourselves into that position of being around negative people. We want positivity. We want to be influenced by those people who can truly help us move ahead. So we have to stay positive, and we have to move into that direction. It's the power of impact. If you think about it, people feel before they think. People feel before they hear. And if they're going to feel negativity from us, they're going to feel just all kinds of crap. And what we want is to feel power. What we want to feel is empowerment. What we want is hope. And that's the image that we want to project. And we want to project that at all times. The fourth thing is to drop comparisons. It's easy to do, isn't it? You see somebody who has moved ahead, that they're really going gangbusters in their business. A couple of years ago when I first got involved with my business, my main business, I would watch some people and they would just be skyrocketing. And I'm going, wow, how'd they get that rank advancement? How'd they do that? And I felt left behind. And so I'd get a little jealous. I'd get a little envious of what they're doing. I'd begin to doubt myself. We cannot compare ourselves to others. And in fact, many of those same people today who seemed to get off to such a great start 2 years ago, they're languishing now. They have fallen back. So what we need to do is stop those comparisons. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing. Simply focus on what your attention needs to be. That's your plan. That's your vision. That's how you want to see things grow. That's how you want to see things improve in your life. The fifth thing is drop the time management issues. It's so easy to have time stolen, isn't it? It's just so easy. You hear a headline on the news, got to go pay attention to that. You get a notification, somebody followed something on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or whatever it happens to be. Oh, there's a game notification. Yeah, I'm playing this game with my brother. I need to go do that one right now. It's okay to take a momentary break. But you know what? Every time you do that, you're giving away time. And when you give away time, you can never get it back. It doesn't matter. You cannot get it back. So the time that you have, stay with it. Stay focused. Stay purposeful to what your activity is. And remember, how you use it matters. So the first thing is stop that sense of entitlement. The second thing is de-stress. Stop worrying about things you can't control. The third thing is drop all the negativity. Fourth is drop the comparisons. And the fifth is just drop all the time management issues. Focus on the one thing that you need to get done and make sure you get it done. And when that's done, focus on the next one thing and the next one thing after that. You know what needs to be. The sixth thing is drop the impatience. It's easy. It's kind of like what I was saying a moment ago. You watch others kind of move ahead and they're just going like gangbusters, and something happens and it's like, oh, wait a minute. I've got to make that happen. I've got to make that happen. And you press in, you press in, you press in. And you're trying too much, you're trying too hard. And in that sense, it's like, it's not about that you're not doing it right or doing it fast enough or doing it best enough. You're in the right place where you are right now. Just recognize it. Drop the impatience. You're moving at a pace that you need to move. You can pick it up a little bit. And in fact, momentum grows as we continue to press forward and press forward a little harder. But if we press forward too far, too fast, we're going to get that sense of impatience and it's going to slow us down. Don't do it. Enjoy the journey. Be steady. Be steadfast. Continue to move forward one step at a time. The seventh thing is drop that lazy attitude. I don't know about you, but I love playing guitar. I love doing something with my hands. It makes me feel good. And it's a nice diversion sometimes away from those things that really occupy my mind. Occasionally, I need to do that. It helps me de-stress and helps me refocus on what I need to do. But it's doodling. And it's easy to get into that sense because then it becomes a time waster again. It becomes a sense of laziness. So I'm not going to really focus on that today. I'm going to procrastinate. I'm going to put it off because, it can be done tomorrow. It's not a big deal. Drop that sense of laziness and move forward. Take control of your decisions. Take control of your time. Take control of your attitude. Our attitude is about the only thing in life that we truly can control. We decide what's good. We decide what's bad. We decide what we focus on. And so when we drop that lazy attitude, we will adopt an attitude of gratefulness. And that leads me into number 8. Drop that ungrateful attitude. It's amazing. Gratefulness and thankfulness, it's such an important part of our lives. When we are in that place of gratitude, when we simply appreciate and smell the roses, smell the stuff around us, and recognize the moment, the beauty of the moment, our lives go so much more smoothly, regardless of the circumstance, regardless of the frenzy or the adulation or whatever might be coming. When we're in that place of gratefulness and gratitude, we are in a place where we are settled right here, right now, and we really can focus on that. It's just a great place to be. Love the process. Love this process of growth. Love this process of what you have to learn in order to make your business grow. But be grateful. Be grateful for the opportunity. Be grateful that you have the choice, the ability to do these kind of things in this great country. The ninth thing is drop that I can't attitude. Drop that word impossible and take it out of your vocabulary. The difference between impossible and possible is I am. Make that redeclaration. It's not impossible. I am possible. Because you know what? There's so many things that we actually do have control over in our lives. Those choices, the decisions, how we make, the connections we make, the relationships that we build, all the hope and the optimism that we have. That I can't attitude robs us of that. I believe it was Henry Ford who once said, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. And you know what? Henry Ford was right. He was a big thinker and he made a lot of stuff happen because he thought he could. It's that simple. He thought he could. And anybody who is a big thinker, anybody who is successful in their life, they will adopt that basic mantra because it's true. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you know what the outcome is going to be. It's just the way it is. The 10th thing is drop the excuses, drop the reasons. Just stop it. There's always going to be something that will rob away at your attention. There's certain things that we have choices over. Those moderate distractions of what's going on in the news or what's happening, here and there, in our lives. But there are some things that are also major distractions and we can't get away from them. Life happens. But we do have the ability to take control of those circumstances. We do have the ability to say, this is really what I'm going to focus on. I'll have to pay some attention to this. Maybe it's an illness. Maybe it's a death. Maybe it's a celebration of some type, like a college graduation or something like that. But in the end, we still have the choice to say, there are no excuses. If I'm going to succeed, I need to continue to have this single-minded focus, a single-minded mindset to continue to move forward. Stop the excuses and stop it right now. Success, it does come at a price. It's different for everybody. Everybody pays different prices. Not everybody has the same set of abilities, same set of skills, same set of resources. Success comes at a price. But you know what? It is attainable. It is attainable. You just have to keep plugging away, find your voice, find your rhythm, find your pattern, find that right vehicle, so to speak, and just keep moving into that direction. It really is as simple as that. So I hope you found these thoughts helpful. I hope you found them enjoyable even, but insightful, really, because we're going to stop, we're going to drop, and we are going to roll into 2018 because 2018 is going to be a fabulous year. And with that, thank you very much. Please leave your comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Again, my name is Tom Stark, and you can find me at theorganicretiree.com.